Okay, the second major difference in the bathroom is that we have these things. I don't even know what you call them in English. Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about 12 differences between Thai homes and American homes. And I'm first going to start out by saying that we live in a very modern Thai home. So there are many features of this house that are going to be similar to American homes. So today we're just going to go over some of the key differences between our modern Thai home and an American home. And then next week we're going to southern Thailand, where we'll look at some of the differences between a more traditional Thai home with American homes. So the first difference is the lack of a garage, and I think this is probably similar with homes that are in warmer areas of the US where there's no need for a garage because we never get any cold weather. So most of the places where people park their cars are open air. In our case, we had a roof covered so that when it rains, we can get in the car without getting wet. But in general, it's just exposed to the outside. Okay, so the second big difference is the material that the homes are made out of. In the US, at least I'm from North Carolina, so where I'm from, most of the homes were made from wood and drywall, whereas in Thailand, pretty much all homes are made from concrete. And that's partly to do with the humidity in Thailand. Like wood and drywall just would not stand up to the humidity. And also, I suspect it's due to termites, because even in the US we have termites, but the termites in Thailand are intense. They're unavoidable. So even though we have a concrete house, we still have termite protection because there are things inside the house that are wood. But I just can't imagine a house made of wood in Thailand. It would just be gone in 2 months from the termites. The third major difference is the flooring. In the US, at least in the colder states, people usually have carpeting because it's cold and no one wants to be walking on cold tile or cold hardwood floors in the wintertime. So even if you do have tile or hardwood flooring in the US, a lot of times you'll have rugs over it. But in Thailand, we have the opposite problem where carpeting would just be uncomfortably hot. Tiling or hardwood flooring is just cooler and easier to keep clean, and it just makes more sense living in a tropical country to have tile or hardwood flooring. In fact, a lot of times we'll be sitting on the sofa, and when we get hot, we'll like switch to sit on the floor because the tile is nice and cool. The fourth difference is the heating and cooling in Thai homes versus US homes. So in US homes, we usually have central heating and air. You have a thermostat, you adjust just one dial, and it regulates the temperature for the entire house. In Thai homes, there's no heating at all because you don't need it because it never gets cold in Thailand. And for air conditioning, we don't have central air. Instead, typically we'll have we'll have an air conditioning unit for each room. So in this room, we have one unit, and then we'll also have individual air conditioning units in each of our bedrooms as well. And going along with that is that we don't have fireplaces in Thailand because there's simply no need in a country as hot as Thailand. Another major difference is the way that we wash and dry our clothes. So in the US, we have a clothes washer and a clothes dryer, but in Thailand, we only use clothes washers. And oftentimes the clothes washers are outside the house like we have here. And we don't have any clothes dryers. So once we finish washing our clothes, it'll spin really fast that our clothes get dry, and then we just hang them on this rack and let it air dry / solar dry. So we have solar powered clothes dryers in Thailand. So the next three differences are all in the kitchen. The first is that you may notice that we don't have a pantry, which I don't think I've ever seen a kitchen in Thailand that does have a pantry. And I think it probably started originally because back in the day, they just didn't have boxed foods and canned foods, so there wasn't a need for a pantry. And now I don't know, maybe they just don't realize or they don't think it's necessary to have a pantry. And when we first moved in, this was actually just an empty room and we had the kitchen installed and I got to design it the way that I want it. So when I was planning out the kitchen, obviously this room is very tiny. And so I knew there wouldn't be space for a pantry. And so my solution was just to put in a lot of cabinets. And I kind of use the cabinets as my pantry system. So for example, like we'll keep baking goods and boxed and canned goods in the cabinets instead of having an official pantry. The next big difference in Thai kitchens is that they don't have ovens, which makes sense because baking was just not a part of Thai cooking. So for example, most Thai dishes are either fried or stir-fried or grilled or steamed. So there's nothing in Thai cuisine that requires the use of an oven. But because I like baking, we got this, or actually my Thai friends gifted me with this tiny toaster oven. So this is sufficient to like make cookies and brownies and pies and stuff like that. But it's obviously much smaller than a traditional American oven. So the last major difference between Thai kitchens and American kitchens is that Thai kitchens don't have dishwashers. I don't think I've ever seen a dishwasher in a Thai kitchen, although I'm sure there are some homes that do have one. But the large majority of Thai families wash their dishes by hand. And in my case, I had this drying rack installed up here so that after I finish washing the dishes, I can just put them up here to dry, and it frees up counter space because since this kitchen is so tiny, there's not a lot of counter space. And going along with that, Thai kitchens also don't have garbage disposals. Most of them don't. I know there are some families that do, but the majority of homes do not. And so when we're washing our dishes, the sinks usually have this little food trap, so it'll catch any food scraps, and then we just can either toss the food scraps in a garbage can, or in our case, we compost them. The next major difference is that Thai homes generally do not have heated water the same way that American homes do. So in the US, we usually have a water tank that heats up our water, and then we have both hot and cold water coming through the faucet. But in Thai homes, we don't have heated water in that sense. So the kitchen sink only just has cold water, except during the hottest times of the year when the sun heats up the water in our water tank, which water tanks are typically located outside the house. So when it gets heated up by the sun, then all of the water coming through all of your faucets is going to be warm water. And because we don't have a hot water tank, that means we're just taking showers with regular room temperature water, except some families, like our family, opted to have these hot water heaters. A lot of Thai people like taking cold showers, which I'm just not used to. So we had these hot water heaters installed in all 3 of our bathrooms, and it's an electric heater, so your regular water just flows through it and it gets heated up in the heater, and you adjust the temperature of the water right here. Another difference that takes some getting used to as an American is that the light switches for the bathroom are located outside the bathroom. So you have to turn on the light before you walk into the bathroom. And if you're in the bathroom, sometimes people can accidentally turn the light off while you're in there if they don't realize that someone's in the bathroom. And not only are the light switches located on the outside of the bathroom, but they usually don't have any electrical outlets inside the bathroom. So for example, if you want to blow dry your hair or curl your hair, you can't do it inside the bathroom. I just do it in my bedroom. Okay, the second major difference in the bathroom is that we have these things. I don't even know what you call them in English. But you use them to spray yourself down there after you finish using the bathroom. And this goes back to the olden days when Thai people didn't use toilet paper, right? They didn't use toilet paper. They would just like rinse themselves off the water. And so even today, like I'm pretty sure over 95% of Thai homes have these little water sprayers. Even in public places where a lot of times they'll have Western style toilets the way that we do in our house, you'll still find either a bucket of water for you to rinse yourself or these little sprayers, which the sprayers are more convenient, to be honest. It's literally as easy to use as it looks. So there's just a little lever, which that's all there is to it. And the 12th and final difference between Thai and American homes is the difference in their brooms. So this is what a Thai broom looks like. And it doesn't have plastic bristles the way that American brooms do. It's just made from plants. Usually this part is made from wood. This one has a plastic handle. But I think these do such a good job of sweeping compared to American brooms, so I'm a big fan of the Thai brooms. So those are the 12 main differences that caught my attention when I first moved to Thailand. Obviously there are other ones like using different electrical currents in the US versus Thailand, but these were the ones that I found interesting. And if you guys have anything to add about differences between Thai and American homes, or between American homes or Thai homes in your country, feel free to comment down below. As I mentioned before, we're going to be going to TJ's hometown in a week or two, just over a week from now. And when we're in the South, we'll be sure to show differences between a traditional Thai home and American homes. See you next time. Bye.